What is going on to you Taurus out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. All right, so for you Taurus, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and you Taurus have the Knight of Swords. So for you, you Taurus having the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles really does speak to you Taurus pretty much laying the foundation for some things. Sometimes the Seven of Pentacles can represent people trying to get one over on you, but then sometimes it could also represent like starting things out with a kernel of the truth, right? Starting things out with a little seed, and then over time that seed, if done correctly, will essentially grow to be a very big tree, right? It'll grow. And why I'm saying that in the first place is because the Three of Cups and the Knight of Swords, this speaks to the relationships. This speaks to the kind of relationships that you are now learning how to build with others. I'm seeing that a lot of you Taurus are going from kind of, well, not kind of, being very much so introverted, because Taurus is a zodiac sign where, you know, Taurus is the zodiac sign of silence. So y'all are the opposite sign of Scorpio, right? And Scorpios are usually quiet. They like to be quiet, right? Normally. The thing with you, Taurus, y'all are the opposite polarity of that. Y'all are actually where silence comes from. It's Taurus. So y'all are the source of what silence is. And why that's important is because part of being an introvert is silence, right? Not necessarily saying too much, not really putting forth your own perspectives on things, just being quiet as much as possible. That's a part of introversion. But now a lot of you Taurus are understanding how that if you're going to create good relationships with other people, you have to kind of pop out and show people. Certified boogeyman. I'm the one that up the skull with him. Say Drake. Anyway. Point I'm trying to make here with that is the reason why that's so important for you is because you Taurus are beginning to understand the art, the skill of creating relationships. There is most definitely a skill that goes along with this. You're not going to be able to actually have real strong lasting relationships if you remain silent and you don't know how to communicate, right? How many times do we hear it? Communication is the key to relationships, because no one is a mind reader. So because of the fact that we're not mind readers, well, I'm not going to say no, I'm sure, but we're not mind readers. So because we're not mind readers, we have to communicate in a way where other people can understand our ideas. And the best way to communicate, the fastest and the easiest way, or one of the easier ways, is by talking, learning how to actually put the things that we think about, our own internal conversation, either talking it or on paper, or on text, or, you know, text messages or whatever, right? What is Reddit about? Text. What is YouTube about? Partially videos and videos and text. Pictures, right? Pictographs or pictures and words. So a lot of you Taurus are realizing that, you know, you are getting a lot of people being interested in you, but you're seeing that communication is one of the best ways to be more successful. So I'm seeing a lot of you Taurus are actually, even, again, you have the moon, even potential, the moon and the Nine of Swords, even potentially taking classes to work out any kind of stutters that you may have. You may start training yourself on how to be better communicators. A lot of you Taurus are going internally to figure out what's going on with you emotionally so that you can communicate in a very direct way. And that if a person doesn't know how to communicate clearly with you, then you Taurus are not really going to take them quite seriously, which is great because it means that you Taurus are very much so understanding one of the foundations or one of the foundational principles of what a good relationship is. Very good. Y'all are not mind readers. I'm not a mind reader. If a person has a problem with clear communication, that's a problem on their part, not yours. It says that these people do not know how to be mature enough to say what's going on. And they're also trying to set you up for failure later, because when they get upset with you, they're going to get mad at you that you can't look at them and know something is going on and know specifically what is going on. Because this is a part of what happens a lot in relationships too. You'll have one person who will act like they need to be understood by the other person, but they don't understand something about the other person. They don't understand that the other person is not a mind reader. So they want understanding and all of that, but at the same time, there's still communication that needs to actually be had, because no one can know exactly what's going on specifically with you. They can know you well enough to where they know, okay, this is what's going on with Taurus, but specifically, the specifics, the specificities, the details of what's going on with a person, that needs to be explained. That needs to be given proper context. Because far too often, people who call themselves being in relationships will really be upset with the person for something that they did wrong, and then they get doubly upset because the person can't figure out what's going on with them, because they're looking for this person to basically learn how to communicate with them. So it ends up rubbing a lot of people the wrong way, right? And it ruins your own internal peace. And that's one thing that you Taurus have to get. You Taurus have to get peace. Sorry. Sorry about that. Y'all know that's my family over here chilling. Y'all know. But if there's one thing that you Taurus need to have is peace. So the Lovers now in the star card represents meeting brand new. You want to be able to meet brand new people that actually have a good head on their shoulders. People that know how to actually communicate. And not just base all of their value on fun. Because that's another distraction in on itself too. It's when the two of you are not at some sort of roller coaster, some sort of a theme park, or doing something fun, right, out in the world. What is your soft skills like? What are your interpersonal skills when the two of you are just in the apartment, house, residence together? Can they still communicate with you? Can you still communicate with them, as a matter of fact? And far too often, my dear Taurus, what you get sometimes, especially when it comes to dating, is you'll have people who will think that having fun and going out on dates and giving you the thrill of the date or the hangout is enough to where the two of you don't have to develop soft interpersonal skills. And everyone needs them, by the way. There's not a single person. I have them. I have soft interpersonal skills because you need them. You have to be able to talk with somebody and let them know what's going on. You have to, because if you don't, it's not, like I said, it's not a relationship that's really going to work out for the long term like that. The Death card represents Scorpio, the opposite sign. It's not going to be, I don't know where it comes from. It's not going to be a Taurus reading until you get some Scorpio card, right? But the death card represents you're tired of talking to people who don't know how to communicate. A lot of you Taurus right now are really learning from your mistakes, and you're learning that there's some things that you have to change about yourself that you did wrong. So because you Taurus understand that there's some things about you that has to change, you're becoming better because of it. Because like I said, you Taurus may even be learning how to get over a stutter. You may be seeing somebody. You may even be single at this time, but thinking about what are some ways to improve so that you are better suited for a relationship in the first place. You get yourself into one and you don't chicken squat up. The World and the Nine of Wands, it is going to be difficult, but you're willing to do the work. You Taurus are willing to do the hard part. And that's great because it means that that's real progress there. You Taurus are actually doing what you need to do, what you should have been doing. But it's okay. No one is perfect. And when you find somebody, you'll be a better communicator. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands. So to clarify, you have the Magician, Six of Cups, then you have the Two of Swords, Page of Cups, Five of Pentacles. So the Magician and the Six of Cups, voila, that's the magic trick. Now that you Taurus have upgraded your life because you realize that there's some things that you did wrong that you have to change, guess what's happening? The way things are working out, you have another shot at this person that you could have been in a relationship with. The only question now is, now that you Taurus have the power, now that you have the position, what will you Taurus actually do? Are you Taurus going to walk away from this and say, okay, you've been down this road before, you already know where this leads to, or are you Taurus going to give this another chance? Granted, either way, it's completely up to you. But you just know that you have an opportunity either way. The Two of Swords and the Page of Cups is that you may be torn about this into two pieces, right? Spiritually. When this person does decide to come back, they probably have came back by now. So I'm seeing that you Taurus will be torn about this because you liked this person, but then at the same time, you know where this ends because you were getting to know them. The Page of Cups is about how the question is, can you really forgive them and move forward from this? And the Five of Pentacles represents a lot of you Taurus may have came to the conclusion that it's best that you actually keep moving and not get back together with this person, because you Taurus see love like a real thing. You know, it is real. But you Taurus see it from a perspective of you can take it or leave it. Either the person is for real, or you don't have to be in a relationship with them. They either got to show up correctly or you Taurus will leave. The decision is up to them, you know, because it takes two. And you Taurus definitely understand that you're not going to be spending your time trying to coerce or convince someone to do something that they ultimately don't want to do. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to get a personal reading from me, as well as the books that I have that are on Amazon. Or if you'd like to contact me for personal reading and you don't want to do all of that, then you can contact me at Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com.